That's it. Just make a like little use. Little use. Yeah. And if you want it really straight out, kind of stop it and push it back. Right? That's good. And one thing that I would practice, this is again a little bit more long-term thing. I would practice being able to move your fingers in this way when you play. Okay? So that means you have to actually hold the bow, not so much with right here, your fingers, but in your fingertips. Okay, so sometimes just to reinforce this when I'm warming up and just like holding my bow and scales or even just moving it around like this, I'll really purposely try and hold it with my fingertips like this. And you're doing it with your thumb already. Your thumb is not doing nice work, but I feel that these fingers, you're holding the bow kind of like this. Well, and as a result, when you hold the bow here, then you've got a lot of joints that are not capable of doing any work for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if you look at all the possible areas of flexibility in your arm, by far the most joints are in the hand. I mean, by far. And so, if you wanted me to try and break it down, like how the bow is working, I feel like the sophistication and the subtlety of details, most of it happens here because this is where you feel this. If you were trying to pick up something really delicate, you're going to use your fingertips. You're not going to pick up your elbow, for example, right? Yeah. So that's why what you do with your fingers here is, I think, super important. Although generating power and getting kind of like the sound to just swing out of the cello, that of course is the arm. So you have to free arm too.
Do you have a well? No, that would. Do you have a different vocal for when you play different types of pieces? No. Okay.
And in fact, well, this is just me speaking. I mean, I know other people may have different points of view on that. But I personally like to see complexity in one's playing and my own. I'll just speak myself. My own playing and the ability to express all the nuance of the music. I like to come from as simple an approach as possible. So for me, for example, the idea of making a bow stroke a U, the reason why I started with it is like the fundamental thing for me. Everything, even the fastest